my name's Andy Hillier, and today's guitar lesson is going to be on Chaand Baaliyan, I think that's how you pronounce it, by Aditya A. I don't know how to pronounce the name, sorry, I apologise for that. It's a beautiful little song. I'm going to teach you the whole song. Just before I do though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, leave me some comments in the comment section, let me know what you think of the video, let me know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing and you want to support me, keep me going, and you want to print the tabs off for this, I'll put them in my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning and I've got a capo on fret number 5. So the song starts with this little intro with a little part that goes. So to play that, third finger on E3, and you're going to play the open B string, then the open G, and then the E3, and then back to the G string. So it goes. And then we're going to go to first finger on B1 and leave your third finger on E3. And you're going to play the B1, then the open G, then the E3, and then the B1. So the first bar slowly goes. Into the next bar, bar 2, and it starts the same as bar 1. So you take your first finger off, you play the open B, the open G, the E3, and then the G. So you got, and then it goes to like a D chord shape. So second finger E2, first finger on G2, and your third finger on B3. And you're going to play the G2, the B3, then the E2, back to the B3. So bar 2, you've got, so the whole line slowly. And up to speed. And that repeats twice, so you play that line twice. It then goes on to the verse. Now I've written it as 2 lines. The first line of the verse goes. So to play that, you're going to start off with your little finger E3 and your third finger on E3 nearest to your face. And you're going to play the E3 nearest to your face and the B string at the same time. And then the open G string, and then E3 nearest to the floor. So it goes. And then you're going to play the G string again. So you got. And it's going to do that twice in that first bar of the verse. So bar 3 goes. Then into bar 4, leave your little finger on E3, put your first finger on B1, and your third finger on A3. And you're going to play the A3 and the B1 at the same time. Then the G string, then the E3, back to the B1. So it goes. And then it goes back to the previous shape where we just had a little finger on E3 and third finger on the E3 nearest to your face. And you're going to play the E3 and the B string, then the G, the E3 nearest to the floor, and then the G string. So you got. So bar 4, so the second bar of this verse goes. So the first 2 bars you've got. Then we go to that D chord shape, second finger E2, first finger on G2, third finger on B3. And you're going to play the D string and the G2 at the same time. Then B3, E2, back to B3. So you got. And it does that twice in that bar, so go. And then bar 6, you're going to move your little finger E3, third finger B on E3 nearest to your face, and play the E3 and the B string, then G, E3, and G. And then it goes to this C shape. So your little finger stays on E3, first finger on B1, third finger on A3. And you play the A3 and the B string at the same time. then the G string, E3 nearest to the floor, then B1. So you got, so bar 6 is. So the whole line you've got. And up to speed. And then the next line of the verse, very similar, slight little changes. So it starts off the same, got, but then on this next hit, you're going to put your first finger on B1 and play the E3 and B1 at the same time, then the G, then the E3, and then the B1 again. So bar 7 you've got, and then bar 8 goes back to the G type chords, and you play the E3 and the B string, the G, E3 and the G. So it does that twice in bar 8. So the first 2 bars of that second line of the verse go. Then the next bar is the same as the third bar of the previous line, so just go into a D chord and go. And then you just play a G chord to finish in bar 10, which is E3 with open D, G and B strings. So that second line of the verse goes. So then that then goes on to the chorus. We'll do some strumming. I'm using a pick, you could just use your fingers, whichever way you prefer. And the chorus sounds like this. So to play that, we've got a C chord, first finger on B1, second finger on D2, third finger on A3. And you're going to go down, down, up, up, down. And it does that twice in bar 11. So down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. And you're going to keep that rhythm going all the way through, apart from on the D chord where you just play the last chord once. So you've got the C chord for that bar. Next bar, bar 12, you're going to go to a G chord. Ideally, play it with your little finger on E3, third finger on B3, and second finger on A2. Just because when we go into bar 14, then we use the first finger to add on to B1. So if you get used to playing the chord this way round rather than using your first, second and third fingers, it will work easier. So you've got that G chord, same rhythm, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Bar 13 goes back to the C chord. Bar 14, you've got the G chord for half the bar. Then just add your first finger onto B1 for the rest of the bar. Into bar 15. Now this bar has got 6 beats in it, so it's got an extra 2 beats in it. So you've got G for 2 beats going, and then C for 4 beats. And then you just hit a D chord to finish. So the whole chorus goes. And then it goes on to the next line, and this is just like a little interlude where it goes G chord, a C chord, but keep your little finger onto E3. Then back to the G chord, and then D chord. So it's using the same rhythm as the chorus. And this line repeats twice, so it goes. The song then goes back to the verse, plays through the verse, plays the chorus, and then that's the whole song. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed that little guitar lesson. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, give me a like on the video, and please leave me some comments. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know where in the world you come from. Let me know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing and you want to support me, keep my channel going, and you want to print the tabs off for this, I'll put them on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Well, thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.